Hi BookTube, here's the Winter Wonderland Tag. This tag originated with JackEatsBooks. I was tagged by Samantha over at Secret Life of a Bookworm. And you should definitely check her channel out. I will link it below. But she does a lot of reviews on a whole host of genres of books. And a lot of times she'll review an e-arc that she got, and I know whether or not I want to read it before it even comes out. Okay, let's just get on to the tag. Question 1. What book is so happy and sweet that it warms your heart? I'm going to go with Every Day by David Levithan. I love this book. I love this story. This is a story of A, and A wakes up in a different body every day. But one day, A wakes up in the body of a boy who has a girlfriend, and A falls in love with this girl. So it's kind of the story of him trying to keep getting back to her. And it's a wonderful story. It has an ending that will make you cry. So, yeah. Question number 2. What is your favorite book with a white cover? Well, this isn't my favorite book. I've not read this book, but it is one of the only ones I have that has a white cover, and that is An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. Since this is the only... I have a couple of others. I have Room by Emma Donoghue, and I don't know, not like Eleanor and Park, but that's not really white, so I'm going to go with this. Question number 3. You're sitting in a nice comfy chair. This is very comfy. Wearing a onesie. Well, probably not. For me, I would probably be wearing either my robe or maybe a Snuggie, with a lovely warm hot chocolate, which of course I would add hazelnut flavoring to, because that just makes the hot chocolate so yummy. But what monster book are you reading? Well, I have a couple of choices here. I've read one of these and I haven't the other. I've read Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. I adore this book. I love this book. I loved everything about it. It's like 500 and some odd pages, but it's pretty chunky. Now, if I wanted to read a book that I haven't read yet, I would go with Angel Fire by L.A. Weatherly. This is a junky book too. This is over 600 pages, so I'm sure it would be wonderful to enjoy with a cup of hot chocolate in this chair. Question number 4. It started snowing, which actually it's supposed to do here tomorrow. And so you decide to have a snowball fight. Which fictional character would you choose to have the snowball fight with? I would choose to have my snowball fight with Liam from the Darkest Minds series. I just love him. I think he has such a sense of adventure, and he's loyal, and he loves to have fun. And in fact, he loves to make things fun. One of my favorite lines from the Darkest Minds is when he's gathering everybody in, and they're getting ready to get into Black Betty to go somewhere, and he goes, "Let's carpe the hell out of this diem." And I think that just cracked me up. So definitely Liam. Question 5. Sadly, your fire is beginning to go out. What book would you choose to throw the last few chapters into the fire? Well, I would throw this whole book into the fire. I was so disappointed by this book, and I know a lot of people like this series, but it's the Chemical Garden series by Lauren DiStefano. And this book is the first book in the series. It's Wither, and I couldn't get it on audio, so I read it in print, and I seriously nearly threw it across the room when I finished it. And I, in fact, said out loud, "You've got to be kidding me." I would toss the whole thing in. If I only had the last few chapters to toss in, I would probably take those out of Requiem by Lauren Oliver. That book disappointed me so much. I feel about that book the way a lot of people feel about Allegiant. Yeah. And for the last question, number 6, what book is so close to your heart that you would gift to someone this Christmas who hasn't read before but wants to get into reading? Well, I actually bought this for my daughter for a Christmas gift. It's going to be a gift from Santa, and I don't have it with me, but it is the Harry Potter series. So that's the Winter Wonderland tag. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will do it. And if you do it, please let me know below so I can go watch it, because I love watching these things. I want to tag Jenny from JuliaBabyjen's reading room. And I think everybody else that I would normally tag has already done this tag. So if you haven't, by all means, please consider yourself tagged. So that's it for now. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Well, the weather outside is frightful.